There is a little bit of an obsession on M&A, I would say. I think to set the record straight, what we at UniCredit are really focused on is value. How much value can we create? And I think through UniCredit Unlocked, without doing any major M&A, we have demonstrated that we can create a ton of value. That's what drives everything. With respect to M&A, it's one of the levers that we may have to increase value. In the case of Romania and the deal with Alpha Bank, it definitely increased value. We did the transaction. In other cases, it didn't. And we will not be dragged by pressure or whatever in doing transactions that don't fit or that don't hit our metrics. So we have plenty to do. The ambition is well set. And in the next 3 years, in phase 2 of UniCredit Unlocked, I think we will continue to drive results if we can. And if M&A comes about at the right levels, we will do it. If it doesn't, we will return money to shareholders.
Well, let me ask you, because domestically, again, there's been a lot of noise around that you qualified it as such, as noise. But again, last week, again, the shares in Banca Popolare di Sondrio moved on rumors that potentially UniCredit would be interested. So can you just clarify for us your intentions potentially here?
So as I said, I think in Davos, my intentions are always the same. And I have said that since day one. We look at every single potential target or partner in every market. We look at it in Italy, we look at it in Germany, we look at it in Austria, we look at it in every market. We evaluate. That's our job, is to be ready if one opportunity arises at the right metrics to move. In the specific case, we said it clearly, I said it clearly in Davos, the metrics don't work and therefore we did not move and we will not move. If at some point in time the metric works on that or on anything else, we will move. But we're not obsessed by that. There is a team that looks at them, and depending if the numbers work, we will do it or we will not. In the meantime, I think what is important is that there's still a lot of value to create in the bank. We're not done with UniCredit Unlocked, although we already beat all the target in 1 year less than anticipated, and that's the focus.
Can I ask you about your business in Russia? Because I saw that in this year you actually made a profit for the first time after 2 years of losses. I know there's more and more pressure from regulators of moving with that business. Can you just give us the latest here? Are you still looking for a buyer?
So yes, well, our strategy on Russia does not change. We continue to scale down our presence. If you look at our numbers, they clearly indicate the degree of our scaling down. Look at 2024, we discussed the numbers before. You look at 300 million of NII negative impact from the scale down. You look at 450 million of negative impact from Russia compression in net revenue. And therefore, we will continue decisively to come off. If we found the right buyers, we would sell. But for the time being, we haven't. And so we will continue with our strategy of scaling down progressively and orderly.
Can I ask you about the new capital market reform that's set to be introduced by Giorgia Meloni's government, expected to come through this week? Some are very critical about it, said this reform is needed, but the way it's coming through could actually backfire and put off foreign investors. What's your view on the elements that we know about this reform? What's your view on it, the way it is shaped? Is it beneficial?
Well, let me say that overall the reform is positive, but there are certain aspects, as you mentioned, that are viewed not as positively as the rest. In general, the package is positive, and therefore it's just a question of what is the final reform will look like.